Okay. Do you two want to explain what you are doing? You can get together if you. I don't mind doing it at the same time. If you want to introduce yourselves and just explain what's going on out here today and why.
Well, hi, I'm Devana. I'm 20 years old, and I flew in from Hawaii.
Hi, my name is Max. I'm 19 years old, and I bussed my way over from a city called Olympia in Washington State. Is the state capital of Washington.
Right, and we're out here today to stand up for not only abortion rights, but everything else this church and state is gonna attempt to take away from the people. I'm gonna read a speech that I'm gonna try and say when I get over, but if I don't have enough time, I just want it to be out there. Today the fate of millions of people are in the hands of these so-called justices. If they overturn Roe, this will be our reality. These handcuffs will be replaced by laws which bind our bodies to the government's will. In a post-Roe world, our bodies will be reduced to our ability to produce a workforce for the government via our womb. With fundamental right to an abortion, we can become doctors, scientists, we can become better mothers, we can achieve higher education, we can become the next fucking president if we so please. We cannot sit back while they attempt to strip us of our bodily autonomy. Now is the time to stand up and fight back.
Can you talk about the tactic that you're about to employ and why you're doing it?
We're going to be doing some non-violent civil disobedience. We are going to be handcuffing ourselves to the actual federal gate. We're going to hold it out as long as we can. I'm going to read my speech again, hopefully a lot better. But
I'm going to try and go first before her. As a way to act as a decoy.
Okay, interesting. And to be clear, so I know your friend Guido about 2 weeks ago did a similar stunt, and he spent about 24 hours in jail. Are you expecting the same thing to happen to you guys?
Yep.
I'm actually expecting it to come down on us, just because the first time there wasn't as much presence, there weren't signs up. But yeah, I'm also young, so they might try to intimidate me, but I know my rights, and they're not going to get to me. I have legal representation in case it comes to that, and I'm fully prepared to.
I might not be coming back out because I have an open-ended court case in the state of Washington, so they might try and extradite me over there.
Oh. Well, we will see what happens.
We're not here to play Simon Says with this Christian fascist theocratic Supreme Court. We are here to tell them
Yeah, it's more.
their institution is indeed fucking trouble if they follow through this. We are not here to tell Americans, our fellow Americans, that it's going to be all right. We're not here to tell them it's going to be all right, that you can just vote for Democrats in November. Or it's going to be all right because maybe 15 states or so will be abortion sanctuary states. We're not here to tell you maybe it's going to be all right because maybe people are going to be able to mail in abortion pills to Texas and Mississippi and Oklahoma. We're not here to tell you that okay it's going to be all right because maybe someday the dismal, demobilizing, dollar-drenched Democrats
Well, it's going to draw suspicion.
will get serious and get up off their ass and fight the filibuster and expand the court. We're not here to do that at all. That's not what our shit is about. I'm sorry. We played that game. We vote. We know what vote is about, but there's another kind of politics besides going into a little ballot box and making little marks next to the
Originally, it was supposed to be a group of us, but we're kind of filled through, so now we're going in.
You're hoping to have more people doing this than the two of you?
Yeah, they chicken out last moment.
That's all right. It's not for everyone.
Yeah.
You ready? I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Excited.
All right.
You can do whatever you want.
All right, let's go. Make sure to hide them at first.
Well, some other people have cups just as a try and catch their eye. So most of the outside. Of course, be as safe as possible.
We do not surrender in advance. The people, we place our hope in the people, unleashing their fury, rising up for women and for humanity in the public squares. No saviors from on high. I really am wrapping up, Sam. Only the people can save Roe. Fuck the courts and the legislators. Fuck the courts and the legislators. Post-Roe. Post-Roe. Power to the people.
Way to give it up for Paul one more time. I want to make clear to people who are here to rise up for abortion rights that we are not going to get distracted. We're not going to get thrown off course by women haters or fascists.
Patsy, Patsy.
Policy of non-engagement, okay? We're going to be here. We're going to continue to do what we're here to do, which is to stop the Supreme Court.
Hell no! Overturn Roe! Hell no! Overturn Roe! Hell no! Overturn Roe! Hell no! Overturn Roe! Hell no!
Hey, at least this is better than firebombing clinics. At least you're not blowing things up.
Today, the lives of millions of people are in the hands of these so-called justices. Wrong. This is what it looks like. This is our reality for millions of women across the world. That's right. In a post-Roe world, people will die. I will die. These handcuffs will be replaced by the laws that bound our bodies to this government's will. We will be reduced to nothing more than producers of the workforce. Without the fundamental right to choose, we cannot become doctors, scientists. We cannot become better mothers.
The Texas Heartbeat Act has been in effect over 9 months, and women are dying in Texas, but babies are being saved.
President,
Babies are being saved in Texas.
in a post-Roe world, hell no! We will not go back! Hell no! Post-Roe, hell no! Post-Roe, hell no! Post-Roe, hell no!
Post-Roe,
Hell no!
post-Roe,
Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Post-Roe! 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 Hell no! If you want your right, hell no! Right? Hell no! Rise up and fight! Hell no! 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 Post-Roe! Hell no! Post-Roe! Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! Hell no!
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Roe v. Wade has got to go! Hey, hey!
We
Ho, ho!
refuse to allow
Roe v.
them to
Wade
take
has
our
got to go!
future.
Hey,
We
hey!
refuse to go along.
Roe v. Wade has got
We
to go!
refuse to go along with the direction that they are taking our society. Where you, women must decide our fate. Not the church, not the state. Women must decide our fate. Not the church, not the state. Women must decide our fate. Not the church, not the state. Women must decide our fate. Not the state. Women must decide our fate. Not the state. Women must decide our fate.
be the right person to talk to right now.
All right.
So you did something just like this a couple weeks ago. Care to share any thoughts about what just happened?
I know Ivana and Max, and I'm incredibly proud of what they did. And hundreds of millions of Americans were sitting back as our rights were stripped away. They came out and they took action. They're fearless. Where the fuck are you? Where is the rest of America? That's what I want to know. Why is it these two kids? Why does it fall to these two kids to stand up for the rights of millions of Americans? Get out here! You get one shot at this. We gotta stand up for our rights.
So we don't know if it's going to happen, but it seems like it's possible the decision.
It's happening right now. As soon as fucking that court was appointed, it was happening. It's been happening. So it's up to us to get into the streets, shut this place down, day after day after day. Just like a strike. You shut it down. You peacefully stop the government from operating until our demand to protect abortion rights is met. This is the way people get results from their governments around the world, over and over and over again. You gotta step out, you gotta get in the street, and you have to shut it down non-violently. And you won't be moved until you get what you came for. That's how it works. It's as simple as that. So get out here. What are you waiting for?
that you can turn off at the end. This is not a nightmare that you're going to wake up from. This is reality. There is a fascist court packed with theocratic, women-hating judges who have built up their movement over decades, and they are deadly serious about ripping this right away. They have captured the state legislatures across this country. A year ago, they staged a fascist coup right in that building. These people are deadly serious, and they are preparing for a civil war, and we have to draw the line now and say hell no. We are the majority. We have the power to stop them. We have the power if we come out in these streets. This is where you need to be if you love justice. This is where you need to be if you love women. This is where you need to be if you love girls. You need to be standing up. We need to be hundreds strong, thousands strong, thousands going out to get hundreds of thousands, and hundreds of thousands bringing millions into these streets to shut this country down. To tell them that we would sooner bring the gears of this society to a grinding halt through mass non-violent protest and resistance than let them take the right of women to control their bodies and their lives. Forced motherhood is female enslavement. And that is what they are after. They are coming after abortion, just like they are coming after birth control, because it has given women a modicum of control over their lives, a modicum of freedom in a world where they are still surrounded by patriarchal degradation, harassment, violence, and brutality. We need to stand up. We need to rise up for abortion rights. We need to fight like the future of women and girls is on the line, because it is. And we still have the power to stop them from overturning Roe if we fill these streets. And if we do not stop them, and they take away this right, and they expose the illegitimacy of this fascist court before the eyes of the world, the more powerfully we have stood up, the more strongly we have protested, the stronger position we will be in to fight to reverse that decision. If they take away this right today, these streets need to be filled, and we need to come back stronger and stronger militants in these streets, and we need to demand that that decision be reversed. We need legal abortion and demand a apology. Legal abortion.
has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Roe v. Wade has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Roe v. Wade has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Roe v. Wade has got to go.
Slavery. Our bodies are made to produce more free labor. This world is turning right
Women deserve better. 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 Let their hearts beat. Let their hearts beat. Let their hearts beat. Let their hearts beat.
to choose whether to do what they need to do to protect their own lives and their families. Because what they're doing now is a distraction. So guys, I know that
Protection has exception. Protection has exception.
to roll. Some people have already laid that out for you. I want to add one thing though. I was old enough to have grown up when abortion was illegal.
Babies never choose to die.
Going through school,
Babies never choose to die.
dreams of being the first one from their family to go to college, and then they
Choose to
disappear.
die.
We wouldn't see it for
Babies
months,
never choose to
maybe for a
die.
couple years, and we found out that they got pregnant.
Babies never choose to die. Babies never choose to die.
A couple of them
Babies never choose to die.
abortion clinic and had
Babies
complications.
never choose to
Neither of them
die.
died, but they were
Babies never choose to die.
How do we fight this? Not by voting. Look, I've been out here a while. I was out in the streets fighting for the rights of black people. I was in the streets marching for women's rights, marching against the war. We made positive changes through doing that. But none of them will be passed forward. Not a single one of them. Women did not get the right to abortion because of some facts in here. LGBTQ rights, which have come more recently. Will these Christian fascists target that? I know Alito said in his draft decision, don't worry, this only applies to abortion. Alito's a motherfucking liar. Just like Amy Coney Barrett, just like Kavanaugh, just like the abortion. Because all of those motherfuckers got up there and said, oh, Roe versus Wade, that's settled law. That was a lie they tell to get on the court so that they can push forward the agenda that they wanted to, and that's what's going down now. That's what we're up against, so we can't sit back and help the Democrats with Joe Biden because they have it. And he said, it seems like we're fighting for the same things today that we fought for before. He talked about how he marched with his parents, with Martin Luther King for equality for black people, how they marched for women's rights, and they thought they won. Now we're back fighting to stop them from taking away voting rights for black people, to stop them from taking away the right to abortion from women and others who can get pregnant. Why are we fighting these fights again? And I just had to tell him the truth. We're fighting these things again because the system that was responsible for all of these attacks is still in effect. And as long as it's in effect, unless and until we get rid of that system, these horrors will still continue and it will intensify. And the only real way to get rid of these horrors is through an actual revolution. Mobilizing millions of people to rise up, to overthrow this system, to dismantle its institutions of violence and oppression, and to go on to build a totally different and far better society in place of this messed up one. Now, a lot of people will say to me, Carl, that sounds like what should that be doing? Well, look, we've got a movement that is actually working to do that. It's got the leadership to carry that out. Involve the revolutionary leaders
the movement they're part of is actually all about. Because this movement that formed the anti-abortion movement back in the 1970s, what were they doing right before that? They were building segregation schools in the South so that white children would not have to bear the indignity of being in school with black children. That's where they came from. And then if you go back beyond that to the people that those rural majority Christian fundamentalists descended from, they were the lynchers of black people. The white mobs that lynched black people. I felt I had to bring this up. Because look, they mostly lynch black men, but they also sometimes lynch black women. And if the black woman was pregnant, before they lynched her, they would strip her naked, take out a knife, and cut open the abdomen, and pull the baby out. And they didn't do that to save the baby, but then they took the baby and bashed its and these people are descended from. We can't let them get away with talking about their concern for babies, because that ain't what this is about. They have a historic concern with keeping people in their place, subjugating black people, subjugating women, subjugating Latinos and other immigrants. We can't let that get by. So that's it. Except to say, overturn Roe. Hell no. Overturn Roe. Hell no. Overturn Roe.
Our choice not to lie.
San Antonio, Texas. I am here fighting against because I want rights. I want my rights. I want back my life. I want to tell you my history. Don't be there. Media. I want media in Spanish to hear my story in Spanish. I am not good English. I try to tell you the truth. The more important thing is here. Our testimonies, our voice, our fight. No stupid people screaming idioteces. Okay, my name is Araceli. I am the eldest of 7 sisters. We live in extremity poverty. We live in one room, a family life. We live in a colonies, neighborhoods, where like many others got plagued without drugs and robbery every day. Ever since I was child, I was to learn. I want to study. I want to career. I want to be biologist, but I couldn't because I grew up. A student from my school raped me, they together, so I couldn't realize my dreams. I had to leave the school. I had to live with chains, with my son, without very good job. All the time I was begging things for my son and for me, because I couldn't finish the school. I couldn't finish the college. I couldn't finish anything. I don't wanna. I am here. I tell you my testimony because I never said I was raped. I never said because I don't wanna. I know my son knows the truth because I feel embarrassed. I was in my time. I was right. I was in my time. And I don't wanna my son know the truth. He knows the truth. He is safe from it.
ask one question. Do you believe that the 2020 election was stolen in some way?
I believe.
And how did that occur? And why are you here?
And I believe that the Democrats know how they stole the election because they did it. For the outsiders, it's much harder to figure out.
What does this?
Why are they fighting to kill people? If they want to do
Wait, hold on. Who is killing people?
Abortion, it's killing a person if it's not born yet, but why are they fighting for that? Why they take it to the street? They have to do it. Why don't you find a way how to do it without getting it on the street? This is the most important thing for a president. He should be able to do abortion, and everybody should be legal to do abortion. I mean, for everyone. What's the benefit of it? Why are they fighting for that?
It says stop the steal section.
Why are they fighting for abortion? Why are they fighting to take away guns from law-abiding citizens and to put out criminals on the street? How does that work? How do you want to take away the guns from them when you want to do abortion? I mean, everything is just in the stretch,
You guys belong to a certain area? Are you from a certain area? Are you in the certain group?
Representing ourselves. Whoever, thinks the same, we have the same beliefs, but we're not affiliated with any specific group.
Are you guys from a certain area?
From Monroe, New York.
You're from where?
Monroe, New York.
I saw Ed Martin here. Did you come with him?
What?
I saw Ed Martin, one of the founders of the Stop the Steal movement, here, like moments ago. Did you come with him, or was that a coincidence? You know who I'm talking about? Which one? Ed Martin. There's a Stop the Steal founder who was here like 5 minutes ago.
Do you know that your sign says stop the steal? Are you aware that your sign says stop the Yeah, so Ford was just saying, Ford was asking, are you aware of the other organizers, the other Stop the Steal organizers here? Are you guys together? No. Do you know that it's that? Like, do you know what that means? Like, what it, notates? What it means? Help me out here.
What it means?
It means something, right?
Yeah.
You know, okay, but it was also like a movement of a loosely combining group of people that were planning on having a march on January 6th, right?
Planning what? overthrow the election.
Yeah, I mean, what are you hoping to do now? So you're out here with the stop. Are you trying to overturn it?
Illegally in the White House, you know, he should not be there, and he has one reason to drain the USA. You know, he's there to just to ruin us everything, to destroy everything. He's not there to help anyone. He's control.
Overturned?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you. Do you know what?
Yeah, I know. I just
Did you see him?
I just don't know that he's trying to get over. You know what I mean?
I want to ask you. I saw him here, and then when we went there, he like went this way. I don't know. But you're welcome to join me for that conversation. That was super hard to hear. Also. Oh. Okay, just in case anyone's watching, CISA.gov countervailing views of this live stream isn't taken down. There's something I have to say to this training. Hey, Ed. Yeah. I covered some of your original Stop the Steal events.
Oh yeah, what were you with?
News to Share is my outlet. It's just raw footage, live streams. I was there on the. What is how do you view that time period?
We've got a whole project that we're doing on my work, so I'd rather just text me another time. My office is right here.
Okay,
we can get together.
Definitely. You're here about the abortion thing too?
Yeah. That's one of our issues. Phyllis worked a long time on.
Wow. It was just a funny coincidence to see you and then see the word "Stop the Steal." I looked at that. I was like, "What's about to happen?" Okay. All right. Well, we'll get into it. So I just want to explain a couple of interesting things that just happened in this stream. Again, just to make sure this live stream doesn't go down, I'm going to say the magical words that YouTube requires, which is for countervailing views, go to CISA.gov/rumor control. So that's an election-related countervailing view. Okay, so right now, as you can see behind me there are a number of basically pro-life and pro-choice protesters going at it against each other. There's been a little bit of pushing and stuff, and earlier there were 2 arrests. I interviewed 2 people who then chained themselves to the Supreme Court fence, got arrested. The 2 sides here have been bickering with each other. The thing that was kind of weird that's been happening for the last like 10 minutes or so is 2 apparently Hasidic Jewish men showed up with signs that say "Stop the Steal" and claiming that basically Biden stole the election. And so I took interest in that and immediately kind of approached them and was like, "What's that all about?" And they basically said that they think that the election was stolen, and that they're here to say that, and they kind of connected it to the abortion thing. But what was very interesting was that I saw Ed Martin here as well, who showed up around the same time as them. And Ed Martin is one of the original founders of the Stop the Steal movement. He was, if you remember way back covering this kind of stuff, in November 2020, Ed Martin, who by the way is over my shoulder that way, the blue tie, this one, he was one of the original founders of the Stop the Steal, and he held one of the very first Stop the Steal rallies in, I think it was November 5th, right in front of the RNC, right after so 2 days after the election. So I then went over to him and said, "Did you come with those guys who have the Stop the Steal signs?" And he's like, "Oh no, that was completely a coincidence." And I asked him if he would talk about January 6th and so forth, and he gave me a card and basically said, "Talk to me about that later." But that he's here today and he has something related to abortion. So kind of interesting, you know, that so there is of course the pro-life and the pro-choice stuff that's happening here, but 3 people related to the Stop the Steal movement showed up here between the Supreme Court and the Capitol. So kind of interesting. We'll see if that develops any further. But we'll keep watching and going back to this in a second.
Pro-choice, that's a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice, that's a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice, that's a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice, that's a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice, that's a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice, that's a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice, that's a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice, that's a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice is a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice is a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice is a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice is a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice is not a lie. Pro-choice, that's a lie. Pro-choice, that's a lie. Pro-choice, that's a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice, that's a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice, that's a lie. Pro-choice, that's a lie. Babies never choose to die. Pro-choice, that's a lie. Babies never choose to die. Wait, it's let's go. Oh no, this is never choose. Pro-choice doesn't lie! 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 Babies never choose to die! Pro-choice doesn't lie! Babies never choose to die! Pro-choice doesn't lie! Babies never choose to die! 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 Let their hearts beat! 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 Let their hearts beat!
You want to be like your father, it's a good vibe, but it's not how you find it. Do you really enjoy living life just so fun? 'Cause I know you're so using
You're not gonna die!
and it's really distasteful.
Roe v. Wade is gonna go! We already know! Roe v. Wade is gonna go! This we know! Roe v. Wade is gonna go! We already know! Roe v. Wade is gonna go! We already know! Roe v. Wade is gonna go! We're gonna do Roe v. Wade is gonna go! Roe v. Wade is gonna go! We're gonna do Roe v. Wade is gonna go! Roe v. Wade is gonna go! Roe v. Wade is gonna go!
You say you think we need to go to war, well you're already in one. 'Cause it's people like you that need to get slew. No one wants your opinion. Fuck you very, very much.
'Cause we hate what you do, and we hate your whole crew, so please don't say it's time. Fuck you very, very much.
'Cause the words don't translate and it's getting quite late, so please don't stay in time.
Fuck you very, very much.
Repeat after me. Clap your hands, everybody. Everybody, clap your hands. We'll rise up for abortion rights, and we'll shout across this land. Clap your hands, everybody.
For a second,
Everybody, clap your hands.
that freaked me out.
Without apology, legal abortion on demand. All right, so we're ready to introduce our next speaker. It is Stephanie from our New York chapter. Let's give it up for Stephanie.
Hey everybody! Okay, first of all, did you guys know that since 1994 there have only been 5 countries
that have taken abortion rights and gone back. They are all dictatorships and all the bad stuff, and we are about to be the 6th. And we are an equal country, right? Where half our women are not gonna have the same rights as the other half. And now I wanna talk a little bit about what that means. Women in El Salvador are arrested and imprisoned for miscarriages. And in April 2022, women in America were as well. They were put behind bars. The Unitarian government of El Salvador, in other words, dictatorship, is a country with very little rights for women and one of the only 5 countries in the world to roll back abortion rights, like I said. Welcome to 1973. Welcome to the United States. Oh shit, wait, check that. They won then because they had people coming the fuck out. Come to DC! The average person is so brainwashed into thinking that we are equal, that they think our government has our best interest at heart. Instead, they have ensured by not coming out that minority religious opinion, not even in the fucking Bible, people, will now be everyone's law. Talk about right to religious freedom, right? Instead, we are headed into times where we are a nation governed by evangelical opinion and everyone's law. The fact that Roe v. Wade has not yet been El fucking Salvador. These states are convicting them for bans that are not even legal to do yet. No law enforcement has been ordered to uphold the federal law. Rather, they are in favor of this Wild West thing and religious intolerance. Yet another rights violation for us. Shouldn't that say that there is no honor, no respect, and there is no compromise for women? There isn't even coming to the table to talk to us about this shit. Shouldn't that say that in these red states, they don't care about women? They want us virgins, pregnant, jailed, or dead. I told my mom that I'd be coming today, and she told me that if I did anything illegal, she would not bail me out of jail. But all these people are completely okay with the illegality of what the South is doing. Half the country, okay? Now, we need to take action. This is no longer just a complacency movement. Get out here, get to DC. What are the stakes? Women's lives. If you sit back, this is on you. If you sit back for the ride, we will make no stride. The Wild West is no longer a Will Smith movie. It's a Southern assault on women. Thank you.
All right, come to DC and stay. Overturn Roe, no way. Come to DC and stay. Overturn Roe, no way. Come to DC and stay. Overturn Roe, no way. All right. Yes, all right, it is my honor to introduce our next speaker, an activist who uses social media to speak out against injustice. She joined Rise Up about a month ago, and since then has led many actions, including the one at Lakewood Church. Let's give it up for Jewel.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for being here today. It is such a beautiful thing to see so many powerful men, women, trans, non-binary, inalienable rights. My name is Julianne. You might recognize me as one of the girls who stripped in Lakewood Church as part of a civil disobedience I planned alongside this organization. Rise Up for Abortion Rights. I have been using my voice on social media, mostly TikTok, for the past couple years, and it is truly an honor to be boots on the ground in this battle this time around. I come to you today as a white woman, fully aware of my privilege and hoping to use it for good in some ways. I've had struggles growing up, but it's nothing that can be seen by just looking at me, and I fully recognize that. I am honored to be here speaking alongside you guys, and I'm hoping to help change the traditional narrative of white women feminism because it is bullshit. I can't speak for everyone, but at least myself, I am here today for all of you. I use my voice for all women, for our Mexican and Latina sisters at the border who were forcibly sterilized and had their children ripped from their arms, for our Black sisters, who are 40% less likely to be believed by doctors when experiencing acute pain, and 3 times more likely than white women to die during childbirth. For our Native sisters who are being stolen from us every day, the murder rate for Indigenous women living on reservation is 10 times higher than the national average, and murder is their 3rd leading cause of death. I use my voice to speak up for our Black sisters and brothers who have been brutalized under systemic racism in this country for centuries, for the countless innocent souls who were killed at the hands of the same people who have to worry about our right to marry whoever we choose being taken away again. And for our trans brothers and sisters, especially our youth in Texas who are being forcibly outed and having CPS pitted against their families for seeking gender-affirming care. And today, I use my voice for myself to share my story of the experiences I've had with control throughout my life, in the hopes that I help at least one of you feel comfortable enough to share yours one day. This is all about control. Controlling women, controlling people of color, controlling the poor, essentially anyone who is not a straight white man. Growing up as a female in America, I learned a thing or two about the power men supposedly have over us from a very young age. He just likes you. It's what I was told when the first boy who had a crush on me called me names and pulled my hair. We're just protecting you, is what I was told when I was forced to obey strict dress codes and cover our sexual body parts such as shoulders, collarbones, and knees to prevent us from distracting the boys. Or was it really the male teachers? Boys will just be boys, is what I was told when I reached the age of sexual awakening and was met with unsolicited dick pics and relentless requests for return. You shouldn't have worn that, is what my school administrators told me when I was too traumatized to return to school after my stalker filmed me under my skirt without consent. He blackmailed me and I filed charges. He admitted to everything and was convicted. He was supposed to be removed from campus, but never was. I ended up having to transfer schools my senior year because I felt unsafe. You should have kept your legs closed, is what I was told when I was 17. I had gone to the house of a friend, straight-faced and sober, and although that doesn't matter, I mention it because I wish I wasn't. I remember every detail. His dog pissed on me, and I needed a new shirt, so I went into his closet. He followed me in the room and shut the door behind. His entire family was home, and although I cannot prove it, I do not doubt for a second that they heard my screams because they would not look at me when I came down the stairs. He raped me, and I did. I had been in and out of hospitals and had a major mental decline. I can't blame her for not believing me. I was out of control at the time. Little did she know I was telling her the true reason why. She tried to convince me to press charges and say names, but I couldn't bring myself to. I had already been scorned and embarrassed by law enforcement once. Why would I subject myself to that abuse again? I don't believe myself. The lingering doubt still creeps in sometimes. He apologized. If that can't convince me of my own trauma, I don't know what will. I think sometimes it's easier on my mind to pretend like it didn't happen, like it doesn't still affect my sexual experiences to this day, as if I didn't wake up in sweats from nightmares every night for a year after, and occasionally still, almost 5 years later. But pretending, convincing my mind I was fine was the way I survived, at least for a while. What if? The question haunts my mind to this day. I am incredibly grateful that I was not impregnated by my rapist, but it does not sit lightly on me how easily I could have been. If I had gotten pregnant and been forced to carry that child, I would have killed myself. There is no doubt in my mind I would not have been able to survive with a piece of that felon living inside of me. The statistics say that 1 in 4 women are victims of sexual assault. I don't believe it. The number has to be closer to 9 out of 10 because almost every woman I know has been assaulted in some way, shape, or form. It may not be all men, but it most certainly is way too many women. We live in a culture where rape and domestic violence are the way the law is right now where I'm from, as well as several other states. rapists are actually able to either sue or file charges against their victims for seeking an abortion. In others, the punishment for abortion is going to be homicide, which is greater than the punishment for rape. I don't know about you guys, but that shit blows my mind. I've spent the last couple of years of my life deconstructing the expectations that were set for me by our patriarchal society. I'm sick and tired of the constant attacks on our bodies. We are powerful together, and the people all around the world are waking up, because together we can do anything. The battle we are in right now is one that cannot be ignored any longer. With each passing day, we are inching closer to a theocratic, fascist, one-sided government. If we do not stand up to the system that permitted all of this, then we will have nothing. Systemic oppression is one of the founding principles of this country and how it functions. Without the systemic rape and conquering of the indigenous people of this land, we would not be here today. Without breaking the backs of African slaves ripped from their homeland and culture, we would not be here today. Without the systemic racism within our highly profitable justice and prison system, we would not be here today. Without a society built on an abusive patriarchy, we would not be here today. I had a long flight yesterday, and I took that time to read our Constitution cover to cover to get a full perspective of the 250-year-old document our country is functioning on. And there are a few points in it I'd like to discuss in regards to our illegitimate and corrupt Supreme Court. Contrary to popular belief, Supreme Court justices are not appointed for life. Article 3, Section 1 of our Constitution states that all judges, both on the highest and lower courts, only hold their offices as long as they are in good behavior. I don't know about y'all, but perjury and treason don't sound like good behavior to me. Amy Coney Barrett, Brett Kavanaugh, and Neil Gorsuch were all asked directly under federal oath if they would attempt to overturn Roe. They promised they would not, and they considered it the law of the land. Clarence Thomas's wife is currently under investigation for her participation in the January 6th insurrection. Clarence was the only judge that voted no on releasing all documents and text messages related to that day. According to Article 3, Section 3, treason against the United States includes adhering to our enemies and giving them comfort. Paying for buses for terrorists to come invade our capital sure sounds like an act of treason to me. In the past month, the Supreme Court has made two decisions that completely contradict our inalienable rights. On May 23rd, they ruled that wrongful convictions are essentially no more. If evidence comes out after someone is convicted and it was not presented at court and it proves they're innocent, it doesn't matter. This completely contradicts our Sixth Amendment right, which gives us the right to due process and a fair trial. We currently have a government working directly against the interests of the people of this country. 80% of Americans do not want Roe to be overturned. By overturning Roe, they are going directly against the will of the people. We, the people of the United States of America, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. We, the people, have the power, and we must call for the immediate impeachment and removal of these fascist, illegitimate judges from our Supreme Court. These people have no right to preside over any court case, let alone sit on the highest court of the land. As the people, we have the power. We have the strength to fight back. We just need the millions of people across the country that do not want to lose their rights to stand up, get in the streets, get out, take bold actions. Thank you guys all for being here.
All right, so with that, I'm going to wrap the live stream. My understanding is that they've released all the decisions they're going to release today, and Dobbs v. Women's Health, the case that this is that the actual abortion ruling would be taking place in, is not coming out today. So, just as a quick recap, there were 2 arrests earlier. If you watch the beginning of this live stream, you'll see some exclusive interviews with those people before they do it, then of course there were demonstrators from both sides who were out here in front of the Supreme Court. So like, share, subscribe. There'll be some HD footage out later today. Thank you for watching.